welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Ventured, and we're going to be going over the best first hire for most agencies. So it's going to be extremely important if you're in that like 0 to 10 to 0 to 15, $20,000 per month range, and you haven't really built a team, you haven't really hired anybody. It's going to be an extremely important video. So we're going to talk about two people, virtual assistants and automation specialists, and I'm going to go over a few reasons as to why these are the best people to first hire. And keep in mind, I'm talking about most agencies. I'm not talking about all agencies, most. So number one is a virtual assistant. Why? Well, they cost very little. They're extremely cheap, $2 to $3 per hour starting out, depending on how you want to pay them. And they're extremely flexible because they're willing to do anything, which is like really great when you're starting out, when you have so many different things that you're doing in the agency. And it's not like you have a copywriter, you have someone that specializes in web design, you have somebody that does the creative ads. It's like everybody is doing a lot of different things, so it's extremely important that you have people who are flexible. The third is that they're extremely hardworking. I've been hiring all of my offshore staff in the Philippines, in Cebu and in Manila. Not that the location really matters, also in Davao City, but these are just where I've hired all of my offshore team, and I've had an amazing experience with hiring Filipinos and working with them. So extremely hardworking, and they're great for doing repetitive work. So there's going to be a lot of work in your agency that is very repetitive, like sending clients, sending weekly reports to clients or monthly reports to clients, pulling data to build the reports, building the reports, sending basically like transferring data to different employees, to different team members in the agency. A lot of repetitive stuff is going to be needed to be done, and they can handle a lot of that if they have a good SOP. And then the fifth thing is that they can actually almost run the agency. So this is a pretty bold statement, but there was a time about 2 years ago when we had pretty much our entire agency was run, not 2 years ago, but a year and a half ago, pretty much our entire agency was run by virtual assistants. And we really thought that we could build an agency with like 80 to 85% margins by just hiring virtual assistants and having them do everything. But the one thing that they can't really do is talk to the client. You really need to get an account executive for that, somebody who is native language speaking, the language that your client speaks. So all of our clients speak native English, and so we had to hire an account executive based out of America who spoke, perfect English and also could basically just resonate with the clients a lot more. And it's going to build a better relationship. So they can't quite run the entire agency, but they can run almost the entire agency. They can do a lot of the deliverable side of everything. They just can't really do the client-facing work. And pretty much 90% of our agency is run by virtual assistants, probably 85% at least. The second best person you can hire is an automation specialist. So this person is amazing because they increase the maximum capacity of a virtual assistant by like 2 to 4x. So if you just have a virtual assistant, she might be able to handle 2 to 3 client accounts of deliverables of work. If you get an automation specialist to help automate and build micro softwares that speed up the repetitive work, so it's just a push of a button instead of them doing manual, tedious data entry work, then they can handle 2 to 4x the client load, which makes your agency a lot more profitable than where it was before. So this is a great person because they automate things and increase the maximum capacity of all your employees that they help build automations for. And then number two is, since it increases the maximum capacity, it drastically increases margins. That's what I just said. And then number three is better deliverable quality. So this doesn't happen in all cases, but in most cases, if you have a software perform a deliverable, the software is going to be very consistent, right? It's going to produce the same result every time. And this is great for things like sending reports to clients where the reports need to be accurate. And running a software to do that is a lot better than having somebody manually copy paste numbers or manually do numbers. The human being might be tired. They might miss a number, and then the client freaks out. Whatever. So for certain deliverables, if you have a software doing it, it's much better quality and it ensures that there's not a mistake in it. It doesn't apply for everything, but for almost everything this applies. And then cost. Again, this person costs like $5 an hour. You could also pay them around $4 an hour. They definitely have a more valuable skill set than a virtual assistant. Not that they are better as a person, it's just that their skill set provides more value because they can automate certain things. If you're just starting out, this is going to be a more valuable person for you. But if you're doing $10, $15, $20,000 a month, this is probably going to be the next best person for you. So we pay our automation specialists about $4 to $5 an hour, and they are phenomenal. So again, I hire all these people in the Philippines. There's a variety of different places you can go to find them. You can also hire people in like Poland. You can go to India. You can go to a variety of different places. I've just happened to be in the Philippines and stuck there for pretty much my whole, the lifetime of my agency. So highly recommend you hire a virtual assistant and you hire an automation specialist. These two combined can just drastically increase your margins. But the last thing I'll say is that you need to have a digital brain. And I've spoken about this in the past in previous videos. If you don't have a digital brain, which is like an agency framework that walks through how to get a client from where they are to where they want to be, and you don't have that, you shouldn't even bother hiring these people. You need to have a training process, a digital brain, an agency framework that these people can go through in order to basically be any value to you in your agency. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video valuable. Hopefully it gave you a new perspective. And if you like this video, feel free to click that subscribe button below, comment, and let me know your thoughts. And I post a video, I think it's every Monday, every week, one video per week. It's completely about how to scale your agency and maintain healthy margins between 50 to 70%. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it valuable, and I'll see you in next week's video. Ciao.